Lightning 6x12, 78 or 79 inches tall, all aluminum, comes standard with steel wheels, door hold downs that are aluminum, not the plastic. Comes standard with rear doors. Ramps are also available for a small upcharge. This also has a package that adds on that little overhang, which also contains a light. This is like a silver. I'm gonna try and show you the unmentionables. That nobody ever shows you. I believe they're a 3,500 pound Lippert axle, but don't quote me on it. Comes with the 205 75 15, and they're a D rated tire. Okay, inside, don't worry about the cord. That's just something I threw in there last night for adding power inside. Has two vents, which are these on the outside. Here's the other one, showing you inside the wall. 1 inch thick studs, and they're 16 on center, 24 on center, and the floor is also 24 on center. Okay, back in here we have a light switch, and that turns on these lights up here, and there's also backup lights built in, and that's what it lights up. This doesn't actually have the backup lights connected because it's only the 4 flat that it comes with, so you'd have to customize the wiring and modify that. They use the same typical Scotch-Lock junk wiring that they put in by every manufacturer. There are marker lights at the corners. Little marker lights on the wheel wells. Orange on the front, red on the rear. Long LED strips for your marker lights and stop lights. All aluminum hardware. Again, all aluminum. And this whole frame is aluminum. It's rated at 2990 pounds, I believe. And it weighs about 1025 pounds, 1025-ish, give or take a couple. So you have just under 2,000 pounds of payload. Which will be more than the steel, because the steel frames are heavier. I believe it's about 500 pounds. Hubs are Easy Lube, I believe it's called. Oh yeah, Lippert. There it is. Basically just pop that plug off and you can put grease in there with a grease gun. It's always a good idea to pull it all apart and clean it properly though. Another nice advantage I like is RV style door. Go in and out. You close it. Another nice thing they do is they caulk all these joints, so it looks really nice. I believe there's a 24-inch wedge, so the sizes are the box size. The wedge is additional. Screws are the 8-point, but a square drive number 2 or Robertson bit works. There's a little loft for the wiring up here. Kind of hides it. I believe it goes down inside the frame there and down to the front. There's also a light inside here, and with the current wiring, which is just a 4-flat, it's just tied into the tail lights, so the lights have to be on, and then it flips on and off. Same with the switch back there. I'll try to put all the specs, dimensions, and all that in the description and reference it. Overall, it's really not a bad trailer. It's not the low end and it's not the high end. It's kind of in the middle. But the prices are pretty reasonable if you find a decent dealer. I've seen this same trailer listed at another one for like $1,400 more than I paid. Okay, so up here on top, the roof is one piece, all aluminum. I believe it's 0.024. It does not have a vent. That would have to be added. Does not have framing for a vent. But as far as the quality here, I'd say this is pretty darn decent. Looks like there's good even coverage. It's fairly clean. Up here on the wedge, same thing. Again, it's all one piece. look at the clearance light on there. Yeah, not bad. Now one thing, especially with the aluminum, to watch out for is some of the cheaper ones will have very small tongues. So like a 3-inch. This is a 4-inch. So it's much beefier, much larger. I believe Alum does slightly bigger. Maybe a 5-inch. And they do just integrate the frame piece into it. I think this is underneath and then just welded. They do pretty good in caulk a lot. I, for example, would prefer that caulked. And the top of all that, not really a huge deal, but just looks nicer. So if it's something you're looking for, like I said, 6x12, 6 inches extra height, check it out.